Welcome to another episode of Better You with your trainer Marcelo. There are so many diets out in the market that how do we know which one are the best options to cover our needs? To answer this question, I invited my good friend and registered dietitian, Britt Rotberg. Thank you, Britt, for joining us today.
Thank you, Marcelo, for having me here.
Britt, what do you think about all this diet out in the market?
Marcelo, there are so many diets. I can't begin to explain how many there are. So, U.S. Health News came out with a ranking of which diet is best for each person's need, which was a good thing for everybody.
Oh, that's awesome. What if I tell you a preference and you tell me which diet is the best and why? Okay. So let's begin with overall health.
So for overall health, the DASH diet, which is the dietary approach to stop hypertension, that has been very popular throughout the years. And it's not just to stop hypertension. I don't want people to think, I don't have high blood pressure, I don't need this diet. It's an overall very healthy diet. It focuses on fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, that potassium and calcium that helps keep your blood pressure under control. Like I said, whole grains. The key is not a lot of meat. It actually focuses on less than 6 servings of meat per day, and that's about 6 ounces. So it doesn't focus on a lot of meats, and it focuses on beans, legumes, and you also can have your sweets, which is good.
Yeah, that's good.
However,
I like sweets.
We all do, right? We don't want to take that away, but we do want to have less than 5 servings per week.
Awesome. So I guess DASH, it will cover 2 of my preference, because first of all was overall health, which is DASH, but second one, I was going to ask you about hypertension. So DASH, it will cover both of those preferences, right?
Yes, you're right. So DASH also focuses on lowering your salt intake. So what is recommended is 2,300 milligrams of salt per day. I know, what does that mean? That's a tablespoon. So, okay. I mean, that's really easy to get. If you have a processed food, something that you got in the frozen aisle, it's easy to get those 2,300 milligrams. So they recommend lowering those processed foods and keeping your salt under control. What I recommend is don't cook with salt and then put salt on the table. Do one or the other, and there's a million other substitutes that you can use now instead of salt.
Awesome, that's a great tip. So it's like the dressing salad. Don't ask in the restaurant to put the dressing on the salad. Put it on the side and you just add a little bit. So with the salt, we should do the same thing.
Yes,
right?
And that's a good point. There's a lot of hidden salt. In those salad dressings, you may think, I'm having this low-calorie one, low-fat. What do they substitute it with? It could be salt. So there's a lot of hidden salt. We need to be careful.
So we have to be careful. What a great tip. Talking about salt, there are so many different types of salt. Can you just mention which one, for instance, sea salt and Himalayan salt? What is the difference? There are so many types of salt.
Yeah, so there's gotten a lot of fame, different salts. Which one's better? Oh, let me have the sea salt. Let me have the Himalayan, which is also the pink salt. Which is better? In reality, they all have equal amounts of sodium, and sodium is what increases our blood pressure. Now, the difference is sea salt is less processed, so it does maintain those 84 minerals that our body needs and wants. Himalayan salt, the same thing. And they're also better for the environment. Sea salt is actually better for the environment to produce than what is our table or our normal salt. So again, it's the same amount of sodium pretty much, but there are some differences depending on what your preference is.
Awesome. So we always have to be cautious with the amount of salt, no matter what type of salt we use, right?
Yes, you're correct.
All right, another preference that I have is vegetarian, about plant-based diet. What do you think about that?
Yes, so we hear a lot of people are vegan, vegetarians, and there's a lot of different vegetarians. So there's lacto-vegetarians that have dairy, lacto-ovo, which have dairy and eggs. So there's a lot of different ones. A big diet that I like is the Mediterranean diet. The Mediterranean diet is not 100% vegetarian, but it does focus more on those plant-based proteins, on those oils, on those wonderful, instead of salt, for example, those wonderful herbs and spices, those nuts. And it does also focus a lot on lowering that saturated fat that comes in meat, lowering those additional sugars, and overall fat. And also, the good thing about the Mediterranean diet, you can have that glass of red wine if you want. If you have it with dinner, perfect. You can continue having it. If you don't drink wine, we don't recommend you start drinking it.
Exactly. If you don't drink, do not start. Okay?
Yes, don't start.
But here's an example.
Yes, but if you're already drinking that red glass of wine a day, go ahead.
And moderation is the key, right? It will not kill you. But if you drink the entire bottle, of course, it will make a damage in your body.
Yes.
So you mentioned Mediterranean diet. I heard that Mediterranean diet has been like a top number one for many, many years. Is it still the same? Is it still ranking among the top 5?
Yes, Marcelo, the Mediterranean diet has gained a lot of popularity. It's still one of my top favorites. Like I said, it focuses less on meat and more on those healthy plant-based proteins, those legumes, those nuts. And yes, a lot of people lose weight. Now, we do have to be careful with the olive oil because, of course, olive oil still has fat. And those monounsaturated fats like avocado, canola, olive oil, nuts. So it is also about moderation, which we spoke about.
Exactly. Moderation is the key. We
Yes.
can use everything, we can eat everything we like, but moderation is the key. We don't have to get full of items that are high in calories or high in salt or alcohol. Like as we said before, if you don't drink, do not starve. But if you do, a glass of wine, it will not kill you. A bottle of wine, yeah, will be bad for your
Yes.
body. All right, I have one more preference, and with this one, it's like the million-dollar topic. Weight loss. Which is the best diet for weight loss and why?
Okay, so there's, again, 1,000 diets that you can hear, and each diet could work for certain people, so it's all about a preference. However, the #1 ranked diet for the U.S. Health was Weight Watchers. Now, we don't have anything to do with Weight Watchers, but I'm going to explain to you the reason why I think it was ranked #1 and the pros and cons to it. Weight Watchers is not based on calories. It's very hard to count your calories. I mean, some people can have 2,500 calorie requirement, 1,800.
Yeah, everybody's different.
Yeah, and it's very tedious to count calories. I don't count calories. It's very difficult. What I like about Weight Watchers is that it's a point-based system. So each food item has a certain amount of points. So, for example, if you're looking at a fruit smoothie versus that iced latte coffee from, one of those chain coffee places, they both can have 200 calories, but the fruit smoothie will have less points. So again, if you want to choose that iced coffee, you can, but it will have more points. And overall, throughout the day, you have to stay within a certain number of points. So like I said, it's not based on calories, it's based on points, so it is easier to track. It was voted best commercial and easiest diet to use.
That's awesome. As Britt mentioned before, we are not affiliated to any of the companies that we are mentioning in this segment. It's just our own opinion. But yes, I love Weight Watcher as well because they teach you how to eat. It's not like you need somebody for a certain period of time until you reach your goal, and then when you don't need that person, you don't know what to do, or the company. No, Weight Watcher, even if you start with them for a little while, after that you can keep going on your own because they already taught you what and how to do it. So that's another way why I like it.
Yeah, so that's a really good point. I don't like the word diet because it's a beginning to an end. What happens when you stop that diet? You're going to gain that weight back. So the important thing is what you were saying is changing your lifestyle and having a healthy lifestyle overall. And if you're going to choose a diet, I highly recommend a diet that shows you how to eat correctly, and of course, always visiting a registered dietitian for additional help.
It's very, very important. Always, for a meal plan, consult a registered dietitian because it's the only person that knows how to treat your body and will know exactly if any food will be bad for your body, like allergies, food allergies. A registered dietitian is the only person that will know how to prevent that according to the food or the meal plan that they are preparing. All right, no, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, and a trend that I just forgot to mention, a trend that we're seeing with a lot of these diets is lowering that red meat. So we do see that across the board. So there are some, diets, for example, Atkins, which is not a preferred one of mine. So lowering that red meat is a trend that we're seeing in a lot of these successful diets.
All right. Thank you, Britt, for joining us today. As usual, great tip, great advice. And you are watching Better You with your trainer, Marcelo.
Thank you, Marcelo.
No gym, no problem. We will show you a quick leg workout to do from home. Trainer Brenda will be my fitness model and she will do the demonstration. So thank you, Brenda, for doing the hard work for me. This quick workout includes only 4 exercises, and please consult your physician before starting any fitness program, okay? 4 exercises. We are going to target all the muscles waist down. The first exercise, squats. What I don't want you to do when you do squat is pushing your hip over your toes, okay? Don't let your knees go over your toes. You are going to put a lot of pressure on your knees. Better yet, push your hip back. Pretend that you have a chair behind you. You are going to have a seat in that chair, tap and back up again. Make sure that your body weight is always on your heels, okay? So Brenda, if you're ready, let's go for the first set, 20 repetitions. As you can see, Brenda always push her hip back, body weight on heels, knees behind her toes. We are going to use using dumbbells, light dumbbells, 3 to 5 pounds. Light dumbbells because the repetitions are high. When we work with high repetitions, dumbbells should be low weight. We are using dumbbells just to increase the energy. When we spend more energy, we burn more calories, okay? How many you have?
18.
All right, 2 more. And that was 20 repetitions for a squat. Exercise number 2, lunges. We are going to do 10 each side, but in this one, we are going to recruit 2 muscles, legs and biceps at the same time. When we recruit more muscle, we can burn more calories, okay? So Brenda is going to go straight down, straight up, and when she goes up, bicep curl. If you are ready, let's go, Brenda. Okay, and up, that's 1, 10 each side. Again, make sure that your knees is always behind your toes. Back straight, chin up, and don't forget to breathe. Every time you exert, is when you exhale. When you release, you inhale, okay? How many?
10.
All right, now we are going to switch to the other side, another 10. Always find a comfortable position before you begin. Once you feel comfortable, and then you begin. Another thing is, do not rush. When you exercise, take your time. There is no rush. The slower you work, the harder those muscles are going to work, and the leaner they are going to become, okay? How many?
9.
And one more, 10. Okay, we did 20 repetitions total. Now, exercise number 3, we are going to target the muscle of the lower leg, calf raises. Brenda is going to be in a squat position, holding the dumbbells in front of her to work biceps as well. And from here, squat, hold it, and then heels up. Excellent. Just take your time. We are going to do 20 repetitions as well. We are working all the muscles waist down. And I'm taking the time just to show you that it will take only a couple minutes to do 1 circuit. How many you have?
12.
All right, 8 more. Now, if you have more time during the day, you can repeat this circuit 2 to 3 more times for best results. Go, Brenda, you can do it, you can do it. 1 more, okay. And done. That was exercise number 3. Exercise number 4, we are going to work legs and gluteus as well, but mainly we are going to target the muscles of the inner thighs doing sumo squat. As you can see, Brenda, her toes are pointing out. She grabbed the dumbbell from the top lip, and whenever you're ready, Brenda, let's go. This exercise is the same as squat. You push your hip back, body weight on heels, but make sure that your toes are pointing out because you want to target the inner thighs. Back straight, and don't forget to breathe. Remember, every time you exert, every time you make the effort is when you exhale. When you release, you inhale. Breathing is very important, as well as taking it slow. Do not rush. How many?
15.
Almost there, almost there. Almost there to finish 1 circuit, okay? And
This is your last one.
go, Brenda, go, Brenda. Well done, Brenda. Great effort. Okay, that was only 1 circuit, 4 exercises, 20 repetitions per exercise. For best result, repeat this circuit 2 to 3 more times. This took only about 6 minutes, so I'm sure that you can find 6 minutes during the day to do at least 1 circuit. All right, don't go anywhere. We have more of Better You with your trainer, Marcelo. Prevention is the key to good health. So today I invited my good friend and registered nurse, Sachi Kleiman, to talk about dehydration. Sachi, thank you for joining us today. How are you?
Doing great. Glad to be here.
Sachi, we know that it's very important to drink water during the day, but how can we prevent dehydration?
It's a great question. First of all, we have to be able to tell when we are dehydrated. In the hospital, when dealing with patients, there's 2 things we generally look at. One is the quality of someone's skin. So if you notice you start to have dry mouth or cracked skin, you know that you might be going towards dehydration. There's one test that we do with people, and you can do this with yourself, and that's you can actually pinch your skin up, and if it goes back quickly, then you know you're pretty well hydrated. But if it goes slowly back, then we know you could be going towards dehydration.
Awesome,
So
great tip, great tip. So any other way that we can notice the symptoms of dehydration. So one of them is by the skin, dry lips. Any other way that we can notice if we are dehydrated?
Yeah, some other signs and symptoms. If you notice you get headaches frequently, fatigue, you might be more tired. You can even start to be more hungry because the same mechanism that controls your hunger also does thirst. So sometimes we eat when we're actually dehydrated or thirsty.
Awesome. What a great topic, because that's what happens. Many times people don't drink enough water, and one of the symptoms that I know, dehydration can wake up your appetite.
Right.
So the body goes a little crazy, let's put it that way. So the body doesn't know if you are hungry or if we are thirsty. But most of the time, instead people drinking more water, people go for food. So be careful with the symptom of dehydration that can wake up your appetite, and dehydration can make you gain weight. So be careful with that, or we have to be dehydrated. All right, I have another question here that these are questions that people most of the time ask me. I know most of them, but today I have a pro to answer them, so why not let Sachi to answer them, okay? Okay, so we know that we have to drink water and keep our body hydrated all the time during the day. How much water do we need to be hydrated? For instance, female and male. Do we need the same amount of water to be hydrated?
It's a great question, a very simple question that has somewhat of a complex answer. It depends, like you said, female or male, as well as where you live, how active you are. But generally speaking, it's recommended by the Institute of Medicine that women drink 9 cups of water a day, while men do closer to 13. So,
right. If we talk about that amount in glasses of water, could you say that maybe half a gallon would be for a female and maybe a gallon during the day for a male?
that would be a close indicator.
All right, because this is what I created too. This is my own reminder, and you don't have to do it if you don't want to. But for instance, a gallon of water, right? Every 2 hours, since I don't wake up at 7 in the morning, but just to give you an idea, I start at 7 in the morning drinking to this line of water. And every 2 hours, I get down to another line. By 9 p.m. at night, I have to finish the entire gallon. That would be my reminder to drink more water during the day. But if I'm going to work out that day, or if I am in a hot environment, of course I will be drinking more water than the gallon. But that is my own reminder. Okay, Sachi, one more question, and then I will let you go. When we are 30, are we already dehydrated?
That's a good question, and a lot of research does show that by the time we are having thirst, experiencing that we already are at least a couple cups dehydrated. So instead of letting your thirst lead you to when you decide to drink water, you try something like you were talking about that helps you as a visual reminder to drink throughout the day. Some people say you can drink 1 cup of water with every meal, and then try for 2 to 3 cups of water between the meals to help you stay hydrated.
Awesome. So don't wait until you are 30. Make sure that you drink water during the day. And if you don't remember how to do it, just mark a gallon and start drinking little by little or every 2 hours. This is a quick tip for a person that needs to lose weight, talking about water and dehydration. Mm-hmm. I know it's not related to dehydration, but as a trainer, people always ask me, ways to lose weight. Water can help you to lose weight, because let's say that we always recommend people to eat every 2 to 3 hours, a small portion of meal to keep your metabolism going and burning and so on and so on. But if you know that in a couple more minutes, maybe 30 more minutes, you are close to the next meal, instead eating something before, why not to get 1 or 2 glasses of water until the next meal? So water will trick your stomach, and that way you will avoid gaining weight or putting extra calories in your body if you know that you are next to the next meal in the next couple of minutes. All right, Sachi, I know there are so many questions about dehydration, but this is one that I'm very curious. Let's say that I don't feel any symptoms. I don't have the symptom of the skin, the dry lips. I don't feel thirsty or anything, but I go to the bathroom and my urine change color. Can we tell by the color of our urine if we are dehydrated?
Yes, in fact, doctors do tell us that that's one of the best indicators of how well hydrated you are. If you notice that your urine is a darker yellow, you might need to drink a couple more cups of water a day. So what we're aiming for is more of a pale yellowish urine to help you know that you're hydrated.
Awesome. What a great tips. Well, thank you, Sachi, for joining us today. All of this is awesome. I hope people remember that keep their body hydrated. Don't wait until you're 30. Keep drinking water during the day. If you don't remember how to do it, just mark a gallon or put a reminder, put a timer. I don't know. You are going to find the way that works for you. Another symptom that Sachi was saying is about the dry lips, skin. You can pinch your skin and what was the thing?
It's your skin turgor is the scientific term, but basically it just means if it lets go and goes back to normal quickly, it means you're well hydrated. If it's sluggish, drink some more water.
Exactly. Awesome. See, she said it better than me. And of course, if you don't feel any of these symptoms, remember by the color of your urine, you can tell if you need more water in your body. All right, don't go anywhere. We have more of Better You with your trainer, Marcelo. No gym, no problem. In Better You, we will show you a way to create a home gym for under $30. Trainer Corner, we have 3 products here. The first one, jump rope.
Yes.
Jump rope is a very practical equipment. You can carry it with you anywhere you go, and it's just not for kids. We can create good cardio. So for the cardio part, a jump rope is the way to go. Trainer, you want to show me how's the right length?
Yes, so you want it to be right here at your chest at the top. If it's too long, then just wrap it around your hands, and then it will be in the right
Excellent.
place. So.
For instance, that one is 9 foot. I'm 5'9", that's perfect for me because it's at my chest level.
Right.
But if for any reason I get as a present at 10 foot or something, I will just wrap around my hands to make it shorter, okay? So, equipment number 1 is about $5. The price varies according to the brand. But you don't have to buy anything expensive. A $5 jump rope will do the job. The only thing that I like is the plastic handles and cable instead rope, okay? Yeah. So $5, our first equipment. Equipment number 2, a resistant band. With this, we are going to build lean muscles, okay? This is very affordable as well. We are talking about $10. The brand varies, the price as well.
Right.
But make sure that you buy this equipment from reliable sources, from sports stores and stuff like that. There are other shops where they sell this equipment for maybe $1 or $2.
Yeah, it's super.
I wouldn't recommend this kind of product in those places where you can buy from $1 or $2 because it's going to break. And can you imagine if you are doing biceps? I mean, a brand new product can break, but would be 1 in a million, right? But if you buy this product in those places at $1 or $2, once you start doing this bicep curl, break and may snap in your face, right?
Yeah,
so avoid
we don't want that. This is really awesome because of the fact that you can take this anywhere and you can do a full body workout with this. It's not just a one bicep curl. You can do legs, arms, core, booty, anything with
anything.
This. So,
you can do full body workout with this only piece of equipment for under $10. If you don't know what exercises you can do, you can always visit my YouTube account at Trainer Marcelo, and I have a few exercises to do with this equipment.
Don't forget about the color. The color matters too. So the darker the color,
the darker, the harder it's going to be. The lighter the resistance. For instance, they start at yellow. If you're a beginner, yellow, green is the way to go. We have experience, so we can try with this red, which is the equivalent to 5 pounds dumbbell, more or less. And then blue and black, but blue and black are darker colors, so they are heavier. Okay, so about $10 plus $5 jump rope is $15 right there. Now, let's talk about the next one. This is the third one. It's a little more expensive. This is the ab wheel. As you can see, it's a wheel, right?
Yes.
It's to work your abdominals. With this piece of equipment, it's about $15, 1.5, and you can work the entire core plus your obliques muscles. What do you like about this equipment?
I love this because when I travel or when I tell my clients to get this, they can actually take this apart and put them in the bag so you can take it anywhere. So if you're traveling on vacation, you can totally still use this and have no excuses. So
awesome. So for under $30 or for about $30, you have not just a home equipment, a home gym. You also have equipment when you travel, as Trainer Corny says. You're on vacation, you put in the luggage, you take it apart, and this resistant band and jump rope will take a very, very minimal space in your luggage, and you can have a great workout, okay?
Yeah.
All right, that was the product review and how to create home gym or gym equipment to travel. Now, we have a lot of people that always ask me or ask us, I'm sure that people ask you as well, how to stay motivated. Okay, I will give you just 3 tips that you can put in practice. Tip number 1 is music. Music is a great motivator. I encourage you to create your own playlist and play your favorite tunes before and during your workout. It will help a lot.
Yeah.
Trainer Courtney, how do you?
I would tell my clients to just, get something that motivates you, not someone that, don't listen to things that just everyone else is listening to, but what gets you, like something upbeat, it's something slow, it's something encouraging, like whatever. Sometimes even motivational speaking, off like a YouTube.
But you said something about the beat. The beat to me should be 130 or higher. That beat always motivates me. The beat is too low, maybe for different type of exercises like a yoga, okay, you need the beat a little lower. But if you want to work out, 130 or higher. All right, tip number 2 is a picture. I always tell people, okay, find a picture and find a picture when you were, let's say, in college. That person is you. You can go back to that person. But don't put the picture in your wallet. Put the picture in wherever you can see it every single day. You look at yourself in the mirror, right? So put that picture in the mirror every single day and look at that picture, because the more you look at that picture, the more you are going to visualize how are you going to get back to that shape again. Trainer?
I would say if you do not have a picture, mentally visualize yourself where you want to be. So picture yourself at your goal and mentally go for that. So.
Awesome. So the picture could be physical or just
mental.
In your mind. Every single day I want to be like such and such person, because you like the way they look, the body frame and all of that. You picture that person or that a silhouette that you want to be, okay?
Right.
And tip number 3 to finalize today's show is find a partner to work out with. That always works. When we work out together, sometimes I don't feel like I want to work out, but she's ready, motivated. She said, hey, Marcelo, let's go. And vice versa. She has been a very long day, maybe. We have to do a workout for a video on YouTube or something. I say, Courtney, no, we got to do it. So we motivate each other. So try to find a partner to work out with. It is accountability, right?
Yeah,
you can talk about
accountability is so important. If you don't have someone that you know, get involved with a group fitness, join a blog, a club, whatever that you want to do in order to gain that accountability and community, because that's so important. So
this is what happens when you join a group exercise.
Yeah.
You are going to join
get to know them.
Get to know them, and guess what's going to happen? The day that you miss class, the next day they are going to ask you, what happened? What happened? You missed. Or they were going to Facebook and say, hey, we missed you today, and so on and so on. That is a great way to have accountability in a group class as well.
Yes.
All right, those are the 3 tips. Just a little recap. The first one was the music.
Right.
Second one, a picture that could be physical or mental. And number 3, find a partner to work out with, okay? All right, that was the show of today. I hope you like it. If you have any topic about nutrition, health, or fitness, please let me know on my Facebook account, Trainer Marcelo Vasquez. Before I leave, I want to remind you that you are the most important human being on earth. Take care of your body, and your body will take care of you. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.